What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna do a quick trade recap of how I made $1,000 day trading, and it's really not what it seems. I'm gonna be honest. I so yesterday I was talking about how I didn't take any trades. Um, just not really been taking any trades. Then yesterday got into a bad state of mind. I'm not gonna lie. I blew my previous funded. As you can see, I don't have any trades taken on this funded because this is a brand new funded. And so I blew it. I reopened it, I restarted it, and I was still in a bad state of mind last night. And so I started trading it. So basically, what happened was I blew it by trading Asia session. I thought I had some good trades, basically just gambling, blew it. Then I was still trading Asia session on my new funded. I don't know what I was thinking. It was terrible, literally gambling, like literally. And I made $1,000. So whoop de doo. I don't feel good about it. Feel terrible about it. I will never let that happen again. Genuinely, I just was. I don't even know what I was doing. I'll be honest. I was just so like, God, I just need to make some money. Whatever. It's never gonna happen again. But I ended up $1,085. So nevertheless, made money. So that's good, I guess. But that's never gonna happen again. Whatever. So that was all of that money was made during Asia session. As you can see here, I took, you can see literally 50 contracts of size, right? Literally 50 contracts. Made money, made money. And then today during New York session, I did take two trades, but both were break even. So nothing to really report there, but I can show you guys those trades at least. So if I go to, oh, this thing is so messed up. I don't know what they've done with this replay. I feel like they messed it up since they updated it. But anyways, if I go to, I like to go to, I don't know why I can't go to 9:30 or yeah, 9:30. I'll just have to manually flip, I guess. Um. So anyways, coming into the day, I was bearish coming into the day. So that's important. Coming into the day, I was bearish. Reason being, if you ignore this candle, this is the 10 a.m. candle right here. We were looking at, if we ignore this candle, that was the 10 a.m. candle. We were respecting this gap. We inverted some gaps yesterday, and so I was bearish. But at 10 a.m., that all changed. As you can see, this next candle is the 10 a.m. candle. At 10 a.m., we inverse that gap, so therefore I flipped my bias to bullish. In the meantime, like during that time, we were just bullish, bullish, bullish. We came up and swept London highs, which were uh, right there, I guess. I think it was prior to market open that we swept London high. But anyways, yeah, we swept London high. Um, MES was kind of drawing down to London low, got pretty close, did not sweep London low, while MNQ was still going up. I saw some gaps today. We were kind of leaving, 5-minute, 15-minute gaps behind. We had a 5-minute gap there. We had a 15-minute gap right there. So I was kind of looking, so like I said, I flipped my bias to bullish because of that 4-hour inversion. So I was looking for a continuation to previous day highs, which was up there. And so basically what happened was we come up. I'll move this off the screen quick. We come up. I was remaining patient. We come down here. I think we come all the way down. Yeah, we come down right here at this where this red line is, and that's a 5-minute gap. So that is a continuation in my eyes. So what did I do? I entered. The reason I entered was because we had this 2-minute gap right here. You see this 2-minute gap, this 2-minute bearish gap right here. We inversed that 2-minute bearish gap, and I entered. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling that good about the trade because we have like, sure, we did come down to that. We did, retrace into that 5 minute gap, but we have all of this unfilled area. Like, we're pretty overextended. We have a 50-minute gap, a 50-minute gap. So I was kind of hoping that the market would come down further before I entered a trade. It didn't, but basically what I'm saying is I didn't feel that good about that trade. So I had my break even point at this high. That's kind of part of my strategy anyway. When we sweep a liquidity pool, a high or a low, I go break even. And so this trade was already pretty close to my break even, unfortunately, right? Because um, um, it was already pretty close to my break even point because I kind of got a late entry because I was waiting for that 2 minute inversion over here. So waiting for that 2 minute inversion. It happened. We got pretty close to my break even point. So it was kind of a low risk trade in a way because I was expecting us to kind of just run through that high. Then I would go break even, take all risk off the board, whatever. That's exactly what happened. But the thing is, right, let me actually flip back quick. I basically what happened was we ran that high, my break even point right here. So what did I do? I went break even on when this candle went through this red line. And at the same time though, it came down and since I moved my stop to break even uh to break even right there, it stopped me out. So it was kind of just like instantly stopped out and it was just not good. Um, and then I saw a little bit of a continuation higher, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna enter. This was a stupid trade. I'm talking about my second trade now. I entered, pretty stupid trade. Basically saw a green candle go higher, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it to this high, and then this high. It was a dumb trade. It was again a gamble. I need to lock in my God. I need to lock in my mindset. Um, and just be patient, man. I've been putting myself in risky situations and I need to cut that out. But anyways, I entered on this next candle actually at this point. And basically what it did was that it came up, hit my break even point, which was this high right here. I wanted to target this high though. And so I went break even there, and that same candle that hit my break even point also stopped me out at break even. So two trades basically both instantly stopped out at break even. Really no harm done. Didn't feel that good about them anyway because I wanted to see a larger retrace. And actually, what I wanted to see was exactly this. So I'll show you what happened. It happened outside my trading hours, but we come down here. As you can see, we retraced all the way down into this 15-minute gap. And so this is pretty good. Like this is a good retrace, and this is kind of the retrace I wanted to feel confident that we were going to go higher. And so that's exactly what we ended up doing. This is already at like 11 o'clock though. I was no longer looking at the market at this time since it's outside of my trading hours. And then, as you can see, this would have been a pretty solid trade go up. Um, and we inverse a gap here. I would have probably entered around here. And then we go up. I would have went break even maybe here. I probably would have got stopped out of break even again, honestly. It would have been close. Kind of would have depended on where I entered. But it would have been a pretty good trade. And, this kind of just was the catalyst to go higher, 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 higher. And we eventually take out pre-day highs. So that was kind of the catalyst to go higher. That's kind of what I wanted before I entered. Never got it. It was also outside my trading hours when we did get it. So kind of missed that, but it's no big deal. No harm done. I didn't really have much money to make today because on Top Step, we need to make there's that consistency rule that you can't make more than 50% on a single day, basically. And so I was already at $1,000 today, and so the most I could have made was like $400. So I wasn't really trying to push it at all. So it would have been a pretty small profit and pretty small trade if I would have made any profit. So, you know, in the end of the day, 2 break-even trades today. I'm not mad about it. I did gamble last night to get this $1,000. I don't feel good about it. We'll never let it happen again. I will be locking myself out. Um, if I'm ever, you know, really thinking I want to trade during Asia or London, New York is the only session I'm going to trade. It will never happen again. But I guess we can look at the positive. I'm up $1,000 in my funded account. Hopefully, these next few days I can get some good price action. You know, maybe even pass my account by Friday, if not next week. And yeah, just gotta stay locked in. Honestly, I'm the only thing like holding me back from passing stuff is just my mindset. This is take. I mean, that was my first funded account ever that I failed, so it's not like I've blown through a bunch of fundeds. But you know, this is my second one. But I want this to be the one. I want to pass it, and I will. So let's just gotta stay dialed. Um, and yeah, that's about it for today. Um, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, this was kind of helpful. You know, definitely let me know if you guys have any questions in the chat. I can definitely go over my trading strategy too. I know I kind of like speed through it, so if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Other than that, yeah, I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Should be trading. I think Fed Chair Powell speaks at like 8:30. I'm not sure if it's how important it is. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that. That is before the market, but we'll see how the market reacts to that. And then I think we tentatively have unemployment claims tomorrow. I don't know if it's tentative because the government is shut down. So, like, if the government is still shut down, we might not have it. I'm not sure. It'd be great if we did, honestly, because all these no news days have just been not necessarily the best price action. So, yeah, I'd say today was pretty good price action, honestly. For my strategy, I didn't get a ton of entries during my trading hours, but yeah, I'd say it was pretty good today, just in general. So yeah, gotta make sure I'm taking advantage of the good days. But yeah, I just didn't really find anything today, and that's okay. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Peace.